In the first lecture, we will be talking about the cervical and uterine lesions. You know, this is all about the female genital tract. This is the uterus, okay? This is the carpus, the main body. This is the cervix, and then the vagina. This is fallopian tube. This and this is the cervix when you see it from below. This one. This is the opening. This is the cervix, and this is the normal cervical non-keratinizing squamous epithelium. So cervix has a squamous epithelium, but that is non-keratinizing, not keratinizing. Where do you find keratinizing?
The skin.
The skin. So this is the development of the cervical transformation zone, because cervix is very important. We will discuss about human papilloma virus. So that is one of the burning topics, and it will remain burning for a long time. So at birth, this is the condition. Can you see? Just have a look. At birth, this is the squamous lining, this one, and this is the junction between the squamous and the columnar line, okay? And this is the columnar epithelium. So at birth, the squamo-columnar junction is inside. You got it? Squamo-columnar junction is inside. Can you see? Inside. Huh? Junction is above. But after some time, in the young adult, it goes down. So the junction is outside. Huh? So where is the junction now? Here. Previously it was here. So junction is here. So columnar epithelium is going down. Huh? So this is known as ectropion with the exposed columnar epithelium. So this is the ectropion. This is called ectropion. Huh? So this is, the columnar epithelium gets exposed to the outside. Otherwise, columnar epithelium was inside. Clear? Now what happens? Again, from the young adult, the people will go middle adult life. So again, this columnar epithelium goes up. Okay? So again, it is covered by the squamous epithelium. So exocervix with restored squamo-columnar junction at the original site, and this zone now is known as transformation zone with regrowth of the squamous epithelium. There. So initially, squamo-columnar junction was inside, then it came outside. So there was shifting of the columnar epithelium down, and also the transformation zone or the ectropion, we call it. Then again the squamo-columnar junction goes up, and the space, this space from here to here, it becomes a transformation zone. Okay, with the regrowth of the squamous epithelium. Why this is important? Because when the female will start having sexual activity, what will happen? This is the exposed epithelium. Here the chances of infection will be good. Okay, the columnar epithelium is exposed. So squamous epithelium, so there are more chances here in the transformation zone or the squamo-columnar junction. So more chances of injury are here, more chances of infection will be here. So this is the transformation zone. Now what will happen to the cervix? Many things. So cervicitis, although it is important but I have kept only one slide. Cervicitis can be acute or can be chronic. Okay, acute or chronic. So acute mostly occurs after birth. After birth, like after labor or abortion. And it is non-specific, mostly caused by staphylococcus or streptococci. Chronic cervicitis is caused by specific organisms. Like you have the HPV, human papilloma virus, you have the herpes, you have the chlamydia, you have the gonorrhea. Although some of these like gonorrhea and chlamydia can also cause acute cervicitis in some cases. So you can have specific infections where you can isolate the organisms, like HPV, herpes, and you have non-specific infection. This is mainly referring to the acute one. Specific mainly referring to the chronic. And Not only the infections, but also cervicides can be caused by chemicals, okay? Chemical irritation, such as by vaginal douches or by mechanical irritation, okay? There can be many causes, mechanical causes, chemical causes, and bacterial or viral causes. And many of, especially the females from the developing countries, they have chronic cervicides. They have chronic cervicides because of unhygienic conditions which are prevailing. So it is bound to occur less in Muslims because of the hygiene which we prefer, being males and females both. We prefer the hygiene. But it is more bound to occur in the non-Muslims because they don't prefer the hygiene. Suppose you will urinate, you will wash, isn't it? Non-Muslims, they don't wash. Especially after urinating, they don't feel like washing. If you have a small drop of urine attached to your underwear, you will not after the salah. You have to change it, isn't it? So this is the beauty of Islam. So when these things remain there, suppose urine will remain there, more chances of infections are there. These things are prevalent in the non-Muslims. But if the Muslims are also not taking care of the hygiene, not offering salah, so they will also have. So only the name, not the namesake, the practical Muslims we are talking. So this is the appearance of the cervix. It becomes, with chronic cervicitis, it becomes somewhat edematous, swollen, and it will be reddish in color. So this you can see, this portion. And what you will find in chronic cervicitis, there will be, inflammatory cell infiltration, like mononuclear infiltrate, predominantly composed of the lymphocytes. Chronic inflammation. In the acute, you will find neutrophils. This is the difference. And you can find hemorrhage also. Some of the vessels might, undergo hemorrhage, and you will find these red color cells. This is the squamous epithelium. Black color cells below, they are the lymphocytes. And the red, pinkish red, these are blood or hemorrhage. So this is cervicides. We don't have to discuss much about the cervicides. No. In the cervix, remember once and for all, you will find the crux, the main thing is that how a lesion progresses from cervicides, goes into intraepithelial lesion and forms the invasive cancer. The best example which you will study in your life is the cervix. The best example of this. No, it has a relation with a particular organism, with a virus. The name of the virus is human papilloma virus. Okay, human papilloma virus. What happens with this virus? The lady starts the sexual activity, most probably at the age of 20 to 24. Most commonly, the sexual activity will start and she will get infected with the HPV. So there is HPV infection.
From the meat.
It depends. The male is already exposed. But sexual transmission is there. Sexual activity, HPV comes. Now HPV is there, so HPV exposure occurs in millions of people. Millions per year. Millions of people, 1 year, per year. Then depending upon 3-4 things, what is the immune status? What is the genetics of the person and other factors like nutritional factors, dietary factors. What will happen and what type of HPV it was, whether it was a low risk HPV or high risk HPV. If it was a low risk HPV, it will lead to benign lesions, like condylomas. These are called condylomas. Swellings in the anal region, swellings in the genital region. You might have seen some people if you go to hospitals. They will come with swellings for anal region or these genital regions. These are condylomas, benign swellings. Okay, so you can have condylomas which will occur in hundreds of thousands per year. Out of these, out of millions, hundreds and thousands will have condylomas, especially those who are having low risk HPV. But the people having high risk HPV like 16 and 18, they will have 1 million per year will have the intraepithelial lesion, CIN, which is cervical intraepithelial neoplasia. Okay. So out of the millions, 1 million will have cervical intraepithelial lesion, but only in high risk, not low risk type of virus. We have two types of viruses. Low risk type, high risk type. Low risk type only giving condylomas, not the cancers. But high risk will give rise to cancers. So first of all, there will be cervical intraepithelial lesion in 1 million per year. If the infection persists, it will lead to high grade cervical intraepithelial lesion. So first low grade cervical intraepithelial lesion followed by high grade. It happens in 300,000 per year. So the amount is decreasing. Then with progression, it will lead to invasive cancer only in 15,000 per year. Only in 15,000. Invasive cancer will undergo metastasis only in 5,000 per year.
What mean by
We are talking about, I will tell you, summary. Millions of people are getting infected. Isn't it? Millions. Maybe I am also infected. I don't know. I don't know. Millions of people are getting infected, but only 5,000 will get metastasis, females.
From the
Yeah, from millions. And 15,000 will get invasive cancer. And higher grade in 300,000. So it means there are other factors, not only the HPV. Isn't it? So all the, look, if 1 million people are there, only 5,000 or 15,000 develop invasive cancer. What about the others? Many will get cured. They fight the infection. So what does it mean? Millions of people, only 1 million will get the intraepithelial. What about the other millions? They have fought the infection and they have got it wrong. Their immune system was strong enough. Their immune system was
This
strong enough.
affects males and females?
Yeah, it can affect female.
That's more female.
But the importance is in the female.
And in the males, where does it?
We'll talk about that also.
doctor,
Genital area.
Okay.
Genital area.
this CIN, cervical and
Intraepithelial lesion or neoplasia.
Can the low risk develop to the high risk?
No. This is a type of virus.
Can it treat it with the high
Can
risk?
you change urine?
No, what about treatment?
See, you are HPV 6, HPV 8, 16, 18. Huh? So different type of viruses are there. Huh? Yes.
What about treated with high risk?
Which virus?
High risk, 16 for example.
Yeah.
Can we treat it?
Yeah, there is a vaccine for this. I will tell you. There is a vaccine. So vaccine means, what does the word vaccine means? Before
Prevention.
infection,
Prevention.
is a preventive measure. So we have a pentavalent type of a vaccine. It can cater to five dangerous viruses. But there are many. Not 16, 18, there are others also. But these are the common ones. So if you target something, you will target the common thing. But if the virus infection is because of other, so she can still have. But here comes the rule of one more thing. That is called as pap smear. So what we do in the European countries, I don't know about this area. European countries, they start, I think, from the age between 20 to 24. I am not sure at which age. The females start going because of the sexual activity now. Maybe they have this. So they start visiting the gynecologist.
so the
Yeah, for the service.
same for the pregnancy,
Yeah, not for the cervical cancer. Yeah. It is for the screening of cervical cancer. So what they do, they have one instrument. They scrape the cervix. Scrape it. Scrape it. Scrape it, put it on the slide, the material. See it under the microscope. See the cells. If they find changes, they grade it. CIN1, CIN2, or normal or inflammatory smear. Inflammatory means only cervicides. Okay? So no need. You can give antibiotics or it's fine. But if you find CIN1, there is intraepithelial lesion grade 1. So you have to treat it. So if you detect it, you treat it. This is the treatment. No, you treat it. If you treat it, it will not progress to invasive cancer. Khalas. This is the importance. Why they regularly visit the gynecologist. They are asked, maybe 1 year, after 1 year you have to visit again. Again pap smear. If they find something, they treat it. A person doesn't visit, so she will ultimately land with invasive cancer. What the doctor will do? Nothing. Hysterectomy and many things, still the person will die. So this is, no, why HPV low risk doesn't cause the cancer and why high risk cause? Any reasons? Why low risk causes doesn't cause? The nature of the virus itself, how it is getting transmitted inside the cell. Look, episomal infection. What does it mean, episomal? And what does it mean, viral integration? Yeah. So, if a virus integrates itself within the DNA, it is bound to cause damage.
Yes.
Episomal means it remains in the cytoplasm separately, not interacting with the DNA, not going inside the DNA. So, high risk will get integrated into the host DNA. So, they are bound to cause damage to the DNA. But this one will not cause much damage. So, only benign lesions, condyloma. But here it can cause cancer because of integration into the DNA. So, here it is there. HPV infection is central to cancer in more than 85% of the cases. High risk types like 16, 18, 45 and 31, because it is bound to the DNA, it inactivates the tumor suppressor genes. Inactivates them. And tumor suppressor genes, you know, they suppress the cancers. So once they are inhibited, cancers will occur. So uncontrolled cellular proliferation. Now low risk types like 6, 11, 42 to 44, they have the free DNA, episomal form, okay, associated with the condyloma. Episomal form or the free DNA in the cytoplasm. So they are not going into the nucleus. So this is how the HPV activity will occur. No, once the HPV has entered the cervical cells, what it will do? It will attack the squamocolumnar junction, which is the most prone zone, okay, and it will cause dysplasia, changes in the cells, okay. And it will cause the formation of coilocytes. Coilocytes means the cervical cells which have the virus. Because once the virus goes inside the cell, it will cause some changes in the cell. It will go into the nucleus, cause hyperchromesia. Okay? And it will go into the cytoplasm, many virus particles are formed. So cells will become increased in size. Okay? I will show you the shape of the cells. So these are the changes which it will cause. One is dysplasia, another is coilocytes, because of plenty of HPV DNA. DNA goes into the nucleus. What it will do? It will divide now. Viral particles will be formed. So ultimately the cell will be filled with the viruses. This is why many of the cells will break down and release the virus. So this may or may not progress. Once these changes have occurred, depending upon the host, how the female is fighting this. She can fight, it may progress, it may not progress. If she is not able to fight, it will progress to cancer. How you diagnose? We say pap smear, cervical pap smear.
Yes.
You take a spatula and you scrape the cervix and see it under the microscope to see for the changes. What are the changes you will see in such a smear? There are three types of changes. This is for the cytology or FNAC or pap smear, this one. And this is for histology. This one is histology, this one is cytology. Pap smear, you don't remove the tissue, okay? This is histopathology, CIN 1, 2 and 3. What does this mean? This is very easy. You divide it into 3, CIN 1, 2 and 3. These are same. What does this mean? Cervical intraepithelial neoplasia means the neoplasia is there, the changes are there, but they are in the cervix itself. They do not cross the basal tissues. Intraepithelial, like in situ. So intraepithelial neoplasia. So in CIN1, what changes you will find? You will find mild dysplasia. Okay, mild. In 2, it will be moderate. In 3, it will be severe, or it will be full-fledged carcinoma in situ. Clear? Full-fledged carcinoma in situ. So CIN1 means the changes are only in 1/3 of the layers. 2 means it is 2/3 of the layers. 3 means it is more than 2/3, and carcinoma situ means it is the whole of all the layers. Huh? And if you go for the cytology, you will not be able to see the layers. What you will see in cytology or in PAPS? You see only the cells.
Yes.
You have scraped. You have not taken a piece of tissue. Huh? I will show you the diagram. It will be clear. This is histopathology. You see, you remove a piece of tissue, so you see all the layers, isn't it? But in cytology, what you will see? Only the cells. You have only scraped the cells. So these are the cells. This cell, these are only cells. You will see. So in cytology, you say two things. Low grade SIL.
What is this?
Low grade SIL means squamous intraepithelial lesion. Okay? Squamous intraepithelial, note it down. I have not written it, sorry. Okay. And another is high grade SIL. High grade SIL, which is high grade squamous intraepithelial lesion. So low grade corresponds to CIN1. Low grade corresponds to CIN1 or mild dysplasia. Others are high grade. CIN2, 3 or carcinoma in situ, all high grade. They come under the high grade SIL or squamous intraepithelial lesion. And this system of grading the cervical intraepithelial neoplasia on Pap smear is known as Bethesda system. Okay? Bethesda system. Female goes to the gynecologist. Okay? Gynecologist take his smear, put it on the slide and send it to the pathologist like me. So I see it under the microscope. I gave the report, okay, normal cervix, normal cervical report. Or I give the report as cervicitis, chronic cervicitis. So he will treat the patient accordingly. Or I give squamous intraepithelial lesion low grade, corresponding to CIN1, mild dysplasia. So she will see how to treat it. Or I give it as high grade SIL. So she will be more concerned now. It is high grade, it is more chances of going into the carcinoma. So she can then order for a biopsy to see how much thickness. Because high grade will tell you one thing. High grade can tell you this is a high grade lesion, but it will not tell you it is CIN2, 3 or carcinoma in situ. For that you have to take the whole biopsy. So she will order the biopsy and treat accordingly. So Pap smear is the most successful screening test. Remember, most successful screening test ever developed, because it is bound to, chances of detecting the carcinomas, intraepithelial lesion is very high, and treatment is very high. Chances of curing the patients is very high. If you regularly screen the females, it will reduce the mortality by as much as 99%.